everyone, welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be doing the player ratings for the match between the Chennai Super Kings and the Royal Challengers of Bangalore. What a brilliant game for one man. It was a special match. Ravi Jadeja, this is the definition of an all-round performance with the bat, with the ball, and in the field. Just unbelievable hitting. He hit 37 of the last over of the first innings, and he picked up 3 wickets and then got a run out as well. Just sensational. Let's start with the player ratings. We'll go with RCB first and then move on to CSK. So yeah, with RCB, I think with the bat they were poor, and with the ball they were good in parts, but not consistent enough. So let's start with Virat Kohli. I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. I felt that, you needed his experience to guide this chase in this particular match, and he couldn't provide that. In the field while he was captaining, he looked a bit, a bit shaky, especially in the last over when HARSHAL was getting hit. I felt like he should have spoken to him a bit more, been a bit more calmer about the situation. But overall, yeah, with the bat, you expect much more from Virat Kohli, especially in this situation when it's a big chase, anchoring this chase. He's, he showed last game what he can do. So I'm sure he'll come back. But yeah, for this game, I'm going to give him 3 out of 10. For DEVDUTT PADIKKAL, he started off beautifully. He was on fire. You can see he's a man in form. He was getting the boundaries with ease, 4s, 6s, striking at 226. But unfortunately, he couldn't bat on. If he batted another 30, 40 balls, the match would have been well and truly on. The ball was gripping in the middle over, so they needed a set batsman to be there, and PADIKKAL was probably going to be that man. So I think an excellent start, but you need to convert it. I'm not going to blame him fully because, the other batsmen should have also stepped up after that start. So I'll give him 7 out of 10 for PADIKKAL. Sundar, I felt that with the ball, he was decent. He was economical. He didn't pick up a wicket, but he was economical, ball to his lines and lengths. With the bat, batting 1 down, you need to anchor the innings. You need to get the single doubles. I think he tried to match PADIKKAL shot for shot, got a bit frustrated and got out. I felt that, yeah, he needed to stay there, rotate the strike, and that's going to be the problem for RCB, that 1 down, who's going to play there. So for Sundar, I'm going to probably give him a 5 out of 10. I think he was decent with the ball. With the bat, he was poor. And then moving on to Glenn Maxwell, showed signs again that he's in form, got boundaries straight away. As soon as he came into bat, he rotated the strike. The runs were flowing off his bat, but then playing across the line against Jadeja, I felt he should have been more sensible the way he played that shot. There was no need for that shot at that time. Just rotate the strike and bat till the end. They relied a lot on him and AB. And of course, the ball was gripping. It was difficult. It was going to get difficult to bat on. But someone like a Maxwell, I think if he stayed there till the end, RC would have won. You can't blame him for getting out, but it definitely hurt them in this game. I'm going to give him 6 out of 10 because while he was there, I felt he played some good shots. AB de Villiers, poor again. Even before he got out, it looked like he didn't get to grips with this pitch, which is unlike him. 44 strike rate, not the fastest. And then, Jadeja outsmarting him again. It was brilliant bowling. So you can't really fully criticize only the batting, but you have to criticize. I think AB just didn't look himself today. Yeah, he wasn't being able to rotate the strike, get the runs flowing off his bat. So I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10 for AB de Villiers today. Hopefully he can be back with a bang. So AB 3 out of 10. And then moving on, Dan Christian, I think he was decent with the ball. He bowled the right lines and lengths. He was accurate, but then with the bat, he wasn't good enough. I felt you need to contribute more in that. He's playing the all-rounders role, so he has to contribute with the bat. So yeah, I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. Jamieson, I felt was very expensive today. They used the pace well. He didn't adjust as well as the previous games. They used the pace really well. I think Faf played him brilliantly. And I think that extra bounce and stuff, when you're bowling to foreign players, they'll also play that with ease. So it didn't really disturb Faf du Plessis or even Gaikwad to that extent with Jamieson's bowling. Probably should have mixed it up a bit, but these matches will happen. His pace will be used at times when the wicket is good to bat on initially. So for Jamieson, I'm going to give him 4 on 10. HARSHAL Patel, okay, so this is a bit confusing one because he picked up 3 wickets and he bowled brilliantly up until his last over. His last over just changed the whole game. It changed the complexion of the game. It changed the momentum of the game. It changed everything. So I think up until then, it was a brilliant performance by him. But then that last over 37 runs, he pulled a no ball in that as well. I think he was just bowling the slot to Jadeja. He should have tried something different, try and go for the Yorker a bit more. He was bowling length deliveries, and then either too full, too short. You should try for the Yorker, and then maybe just change up the pace a bit. We didn't see those incoming Yorkers that he bowls to the right-handers, and I felt in this pitch, this kind of pitch, he struggled a bit in that last over. In Chennai, we saw him use variations. The ball stopped over here. I guess he needs to be a bit different the way he approaches his bowling. And yeah, overall, I'm going to give him 4 on 10 because he did pick up 3 wickets. But then that last over, I think it completely changed the game. It was the turning point of the match, if you may say so. So Harshal Patel, 4 out of 10. Saini, again, I think very expensive today. He got the opportunity to bowl and he just couldn't make the most of it. When you're giving figures, you got 2 overs, 27 runs, 13.5 economy. That's not acceptable. I think he got really punished, and he needs to be improved. I'm sure, he didn't play in the last few games, so I give him that much. He needs to go back into the nets and work on his bowling, work on his plans, and execute them well. So 3 on 10 for Saini. For Chahal, I think he was decent, picked up a wicket as well. Ideally, he would like a few more wickets. He also didn't finish his quota, so that was a bit strange, but he is a wicket taker, and I think he should bowl 4 overs. And yeah, I'd like to see him slow it up a bit, flight the ball a bit more. This is a bit different. It's not the easiest pitch to bowl on, but you saw the grip for the spinners in the end. Like Jadeja got a lot of grip. So I think Chahal could have used that to his advantage. But yeah, he still picked up a wicket, so I'm going to give him 6 on 10. Siraj, I think today wasn't his best day, but it wasn't his worst day either. I think it was a decent performance, not bad. I'll give him 5 on 10 for Siraj. That wraps up RCB's ratings. Now let's move on to CSK, Chennai Super Kings. Starting off with Gaikwad, I think he gave them a really good start in the first innings. He partnered Faf really well. He took some pressure off him, hit the boundaries. I'm going to give him 7 on 10 for his innings. Faf, back-to-back 50s. He's shown he's a class player, and he still got it. The experience. So I think that combination of experience and youth in the opening partnership is become very useful for Chennai. They feed off each other very well. Faf is still quick, between the wickets, and also the fact that Gaikwad plays with this certain amount of freedom, it does help Faf as well. And he can take his time. He can anchor the innings, and he'd be disappointed to get out after, but it's another 50 nonetheless, and a match-winning cause as well. So for Faf, I'm going to give him 8 on 10. Ideally, he would have liked to improve, bat a bit longer, but it was still a sensational innings, a very good innings to give CSK a really good platform. And then moving on to Suresh Raina, I think he was much better today. Aggressive from the start. He hit 3 sixes in a short stay and 18 balls, scored 24 runs. You could see the runs flowing. You could see him timing the ball well, and he was getting to grips with this pitch. And that rustiness is slowly coming out, and I think he's slowly going to, pick up his performances. For him today, I'm going to give him 7 on 10. Raidu came, hit a couple of boundaries, kept the momentum going, but got out too early. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 for Ambati Raidu. Expect him to, bat a bit longer. Jadeja was absolutely sensational, the man of the match. This is probably the performance of the tournament so far, because in every single department he shined. With the bat, he hit 62 of 28 balls, 4 sixes, 5 fours, unbelievable hitting. To hit 5 sixes in the last over, and that too, against Harshal Patel, who's been in good form. Hats off to Jadeja. And then with the ball, 4 overs, 13 runs, 3 wickets at an economy of 3.25. And then he got the run out as well. So what more do you want? The Dan Christian run out. What more do you want from your all-rounder? That was a typical all-rounders performance, probably the best performance in the IPL so far. Unbelievable. Sir Jadeja, hats off to you. I have to give him 10 on 10. It was just wonderful to see. If I could have given more, but yeah, it was a brilliant performance by Jadeja, and very rightly so. He is the man of the match. Moving on, Dhoni, I think with the bat, he didn't have to do much. He could just chill and watch Jadeja get to work. But I think captaincy, he was very good, very smart in his bowling changes. And he rotated his bowlers well. He was guiding Jadeja through. He was guiding Imran Tahir through as well. The field placements was perfect. The way he had the slip for Imran Tahir, where he got the wicket, that was also very smart. So yeah, I'm gonna just judge Dhoni on his captaincy and not his batting, because he didn't really bat much today. I'll give him an 8 out of 10 MS Dhoni for his captaincy. I think he's doing a very good job right now, and CSK are on track. Yeah. That's with Dhoni. And then actually I'll give Dhoni 7 on 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10 would be too much because he didn't really bat. So 7 on 10 for MS Dhoni. And then moving on to Dwayne Bravo, got a couple of overs, slightly expensive, but a drop catch, he could have got a wicket, so unlucky for him. I'll give him 5 on 10. Sam Curran, I think, got an important wicket of Kohli, and that started Chennai, gave them the boost because they had runs on the board, but you saw what RCB did in the last game, so they have the ability to chase like 190, 200. It's not an issue for them. So Sam Curran, I think, started off really well, put RCB on the back foot by getting the wicket of Kohli. I'm going to give him 6 on 10. I think it was a decent performance, and he would like to work on his economy, but otherwise, I think he bowled well. Shardul Thakur, I think, was magnificent today. Again, he just picked up 1 wicket, but his economy rate of 2.75, he kept things tight. He didn't let any free runs go. It put a lot of pressure on the RCB batsmen. And yes, he's not getting his wickets that we're normally used to, but this economy will really, really help him and should give him confidence. I'm going to give him 9 on 10. Deepak Chahar was expensive today, not his day. Couldn't extract swing, and PADIKKAL in particular was very severe on him early on, so I'm going to give him 4 out of 10. Imran Tahir, superb. His celebration has cut down a bit. He's not going the full lap of the ground, but unbelievable spell. 4 overs, 60 runs at 2 wickets at this age. He's just sensational. This wicket really helped them, but he bowled really well. I think he supported Jadeja well, and he made sure he finished off the job and was very neat in his figures. So I'm going to give Imran Tahir 9 out of 10. Yeah, that wraps up the player ratings. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and comment with your ratings. Who do you think deserve man of the match? Of course, I don't think there's an argument in this game. And yeah, any suggestions, please do comment. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, take care.